And here we go, a walk down Tracy Lane, Julia's Marks, where her love of learning began. And I found the old go-kart track that went up and circled around Julia's Marks. Tracy, Grandma and Grandpa are coming to visit. Oh, good, Baskin Robbins and Old Kentucky chocolates. Here I come. And then there was middle school, Henry Clay High School. This is where Tracy finished her local education before heading on to Purdue.
Hi, Tracy. It's Mom. I wish I were there to do this with you in person, but since I'm not, I wanted to make you a happy birthday pie making class. This is to my favorite daughter. I am looking for recipes, and it's a good thing Chad can edit because, as we know, most of my recipes are up here. I did find a few things we're going to need. I have my first tea towel that I made when I was 8 years of age. I found one of my grandmother's old wooden rolling pins. I think I gave you one. I found the pastry cutter that I've had since 1966. I found sugar. I found flour. I found cups. I found my first pie plate that I got when I was a teenager. I found a Pyrex thing. I found some knives to cut the crust. I found a Tupperware thing. I can't use my glass bowl because my arms won't let me reach up that high. And then here's the real job in front of me. I know somewhere in some of this is a recipe. Let's hope I find it. Okay, we're going to make this pie crust if I can remember. And the first thing I'm going to do is add a couple cups of flour, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, and I believe it's about 3/4 cup of cold Crisco. And it must be cold Crisco. Don't use the butter Crisco. You can use that in cookies, but don't use it in pies. And then we're going to have to do several tablespoons of cold water. 4 to 8. So I'm going to mix that up now, and then I'll show you what it looks like. We're ready to add the last part of the Crisco. And the important thing on the Crisco is, remember, it is cold. So it is going to go into our bowl here with the rest of it. Unfortunately, I don't think I can hold the camera and do that with one hand. When you're measuring the Crisco, though, you may pack that and then scrape it off even. Okay, with this, I'm going to use the pastry blender to start with because my favorite is using 2 knives. But since I can't use 2 knives and hold the camera, I need a cameraman so badly, I will just use this pastry blender for now. It is so old, but look, it still works. Then I'll start to add the water. Now on the water, you're going to use somewhere between 4 and 8 tablespoons. So I like to add it 1 tablespoon or even 2 at a time. But make sure that the water is cold. I guess the secret in making the pie crust is things need to be cold. All right, I will get this all together and be back with you. So this is about the consistency we want of our little pea-like. I may have too much moisture on this, but I think it'll be okay. The next thing I'm going to do is put it out in the flour, and I'm going to roll it into I'm going to put it into 2 bowls and refrigerate. So I'll show you that when I get that ready. Now I have my 2 bowls. And even though I think I had a little too much moisture, I put it on the flour. It looks like it's going to be very good. So I'm going to put this into wax paper, and then I'm going to refrigerate sometime between now and the next 3 days. And that's because I'm trying to decide what pie to make, and I thought I probably should do the lemon meringue, since that's the one I seem to have so much trouble with. And I don't have the ingredients. I'll be back soon. Well, here we are, day 2 of pie making. We have laid our dough out. It is warming up, and I will soon attempt to roll it out and fit it in my first pie pan I ever owned. There seems to be one slight problem. It won't get finished today because I forgot another ingredient, so it means another trip. As you can see, it is a wardrobe change because it's day 2 of pie making. I am going to attempt to roll this pie dough out. You want to continue to roll it from all areas so that you make a circle. I will catch you later. I'm going to start rolling. Okay, here's the rolled out pie. I know it's not beautiful, but it doesn't have to be because they're going to fill the crust in, so you don't have to see what it looks like. This is like an 8-inch pan, my very first one I ever owned. And it doesn't have the most beautiful fluted edge or anything, but not going to be necessary. And I wanted to film it and roll it. Couldn't do it. So it's going in the oven at about 450, and then I'll turn it down once it's preheated to about 425, and I'll bake it for 12 minutes or so. Oh, Tracy, one of my favorite books was The Little Engine That Could. I'm trying to remember it. The old grandma could. The old grandma could. I will get there. I will get there. Happy birthday, Tracy. I'm sorry I can't be there for your birthday, but I hope you've enjoyed this little birthday pie parody. Don't follow these instructions, but I will send the real ones to you in snail mail, in full detail. Love you bunches. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tracy. Happy birthday to you.